Thanks for the kind words on my behalf. His previous email was about breaking up with his girlfriend, and about his lack of experience in relationships.
Right.
I'm thinking of joining the local charity shop in my local village, just to fill my day a bit, as I'm getting bored and I cannot get into work as easy as most. My interview is next Sunday and I'm absolutely shitting myself. It's a voluntary job, so I should get experience. What do you guys think about volunteer work, and do you have any tips for a good interview?
So is this guy not in work now then? Is that what he's saying?
No. He said it's cannot get into work as easy as most. I don't know, maybe he's got something. I don't know.
I think go for it then if it's going to get you some experience in a retail store.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with voluntary work if loads of people do it for work experience, or Jim, who we have on the podcast, because obviously he has problems with his eyes. He did voluntary work at the blind centre.
Yeah.
So people would go in and people that had poor sight or were blind, and they would help them fill out paperwork or help them with sticks and dogs and that sort of stuff.
Right, okay, yeah.
He then was employed as a manager. He went from a voluntary to becoming a manager of that store, and now works for the government in Canada to help people with the blind. So he was doing it just as meeting more people in his situation and trying to help them out, and is now fucking top dog. Well, one of the top dogs.
That just goes to show what it can do. Putting yourself out there a bit can help. And I think I don't think the interview would be too formal as well if you're going into a local charity shop. I don't think I wouldn't worry too much. As long as you
they just want to know that you're going to turn up.
Yeah, and that you're trustworthy.
Yeah, and friendly. So if you go in and go, fuck old people, I can't be bothered to be here. If you hire me, I'm not going to turn up. You ain't going to get a job.
Or if you start questioning how much the takings are a day or whatever, they'll be thinking, well, why does he want to fucking know?
Yeah. Do you hire people paid? Yeah. How much do they get paid? Oh, well, I think I should get paid that much as well then. Fuck off. There's always, if you ever go in a charity shop, a couple of people I knew that work there, there's only ever one person that is actually getting paid.
Oh,
and
really?
The rest are volunteers.
The rest volunteers.
Yeah.
I always wondered how they worked.
Yeah, there's always one person that gets paid. Because I remember, especially when Jim was doing it, he used to there was a person that was getting paid in his place, and they were fucking dicks about it. They never turned up or anything like that. They wanted more money. And he's like, I'm not getting fucking paid for this shit, and I'm doing more work than this dickhead, and he's fucking moaning to me. And I'm like, yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, I would just go in, I would still dress smart. It's still a job interview, and then just be nice, listen, and just give them your time, and they'll be happy with that.
If anything, treat it as though it's practice for an interview in the future. It's gaining your experience for interviews in the future. Yeah,
I always I always ask what's the dress code for the interview, and no matter what they say, I only ask of it just to be polite. But you should always turn up smart, because when you first walk in, you want to show how you're going to present yourself when you work there. Yeah. If you turn up in fucking shorts and a fucking vest, you ain't getting anywhere further. You ain't even sitting in the chair, mate. I'll turn you away.
Or if you turn up dishevelled looking, got bed hair.
Fucking 2 different coloured socks on. I'm like, mate, you're a train wreck. Yeah, I mean. So, you don't have to turn up in a 3-piece suit, but I mean, at least a shirt, some trousers, and some shoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you look reasonable.
Just to look the part. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I did think about it at one point doing volunteer work, but I'm a very selfish person and I don't do things for free, apart from this apparently. But no, I think it's good. There's loads of good volunteer stuff out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a better person than me. I would struggle to, if I'm not getting paid, I'd struggle to go to anything like that. Like, I always envy people that want to fill their time and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm just not that type of person at all.
It just always feels like work.
Yeah.
I know, obviously it is, but people that do volunteer work and enjoy it don't see it as work.
No, they see that.
I think that's the difference.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're, using their time wisely and stuff like that. But, like, even I used to know my mate's parents used to go at Christmas down to, like, soup kitchen.
Mm. Yeah, my uncle's done that a few times.
Yeah. And I respect the fuck out of it to anyone that does it. But you're standing behind giving out food. It's basically you're working in a canteen, but not getting paid.
Yeah. In the Christmas period as well.
Yeah. And I'm just, you could put that down to being selfish or whatever, but I just can't do it.
Like, for me personally, I feel as though I'm always on the breadline anyway.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So for me to give up time that I could be earning money to someone,
yeah,
it would have to be a lot for me to think about a lot.
Yeah.
I
I would just moan. I wouldn't be a nice person to do volunteer work with. Like, not at all. And I know that. I'm not delusional at all. I know I know what I'm like when I'm getting paid, let alone when I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But we really hope you do well. I'm sure you do. You've emailed in quite a lot, so I'm assuming we've got quite a good rapport. I don't know. I haven't looked through the other emails yet, but I tell you, man, fucking. As soon as we do, I've said it before. As soon as we finish an episode, don't remember any of it.
It's like mind wiping it.
Yeah.
When I go back and edit it, I'm like, why the fuck did I say that? I always think to myself, I'm like, Jamie, stop talking as well. Stop fucking talking. Because sometimes like we're trying to move on and I'm just keep going and going and going. Mate, you've made your point.
When I do the emails as well, sometimes people send new threads.
Yeah.
And I'll sit there and I'll look at it and I'm like, something's jarring. Like they've said something or their name. There's a flicker. Yeah, there's a flick. So I have to go back and Google it and I'm like, oh, there's the rest of it. And then I'll find like a thread of like 10 emails. And I'm like, just leave it. Just keep emailing.
Stay on the same thread.
Yeah. I can't remember what we're talking about now. But yeah, let us know how it goes. Obviously, we're always here if there's other things. And good luck. So this listener says, happy birthday to you, Jamie. I hope you all the best.
Thank you.
That was what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple of weeks back. It's mad how long we're like the time travel shit, man. It's just mental, innit?
One day we'll hire someone to help it with it.